Hello everyone. I wanted to say I have a reading here I wasn't going to do. It came out something about Hannah Moody. Someone is missing. Something happened to a Hannah Moody. Don't know the details on this yet. Okay, what happened to Hannah Moody? Spirit, give me some insight. But that's what they said she looked like. This is a picture. Someone could be, someone, don't let the face, it's just a description of Hannah Moody. Somebody, it could be different. That's just some feature. This person loved nature. They loved to be free as a bird. They loved to go outside, had gifts. This person, I heard had gifts. Okay, what happened to Hannah? Hannah, what happened to you? Tell me the story so I can tell it. And this is no disrespect to anybody, allegedly, if this is somebody you know, but what happened to you? What happened to you that day you went hiking? What happened to you? It was a revenge. Something was about revenge. Somebody was running away. Somebody was running. Looked like somebody wanted revenge, and so they were running because somebody had an affair with somebody. There could have been an affair, and there was a marriage or a wedding. Somebody was running away, and there was a marriage, and someone may have got strangled after this. And this was a crime of passion. This person had all these other bodies, so somebody was running away from somebody that apparently they got married to, or they secretly did it. I don't know. They had an affair with. Somebody had an affair and they were running away for revenge. Somebody wanted revenge. So, what else happened here? So this was kind of like a revenge thing. There was some aliens involved. Okay, we get into the aliens here. What about the aliens? When the aliens, something about the devil, yeah. The aliens and the devil, somebody had the devil energy. They was doing fraud. Somebody wanted to do a fraud and they would fake their death. Okay, somebody in the landfill. So somebody faked their death and they went in the landfill. They found about a grandparent. Somebody may have faked their death and it's about a grandparent life insurance and about somebody going missing. It's a few things about this. And an accident occurred. So somebody went missing and an accident occurred. What was this accident when this person went missing? What was this accident? It was caused by a spouse or a partner. There was an accident with this spouse or partner. So somebody was in an accident. What else happened? Something about they were surveillancing this person too, real tough. And they trapped this person. Somebody was trapped and surveillanced. And they did perverted things to this person. They were very perverted. Somebody was watching. What else did they do to this person after this accident, this spouse? And they claimed they loved him, but this person was a serial killer that they came in contact with. They didn't know this person was a serial killer. What else is going on? So this person was a serial killer. And they were in their ego at the time. Somebody was in their ego. What else happened? Something about in the tunnel. This happened in a tunnel. What else? They wanted this person to commit suicide in the tunnel. So what else? And they did a homicide on this person. They did a homicide in this tunnel, in a suicide, and they were alive. They claimed they still was alive at that time. What about being alive? So somebody was on the road here and they was alive. What about on the live and they was on the road? See, this is a cult. Somebody was in a cult. So somebody was in an organization or a cult had something to do with this. It's a child, somebody's child. What about somebody's child in this cult? So somebody was in a cult and their intuition here, someone was looking out. Somebody was looking out in this, what this child was. It's a phenomenon that this got something to do with. This person was accomplice to a crime. What about accomplice to a crime? For a power supply. So this person was taken out for a power supply. Basically, they wanted this person's energy. That's why the aliens came out. They took this Hannah Moody out for a power supply and revenge. What else happened to Hannah Moody? Give me some clues. What else happened to Hannah Moody? What else happened to Hannah Moody? Spirit. What else? Something about you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than in your dreams. Somebody didn't want to face reality. Something about you need God in your life. Your love and peace. This person didn't want God in their life at the time. Somebody said, let's go out for pizza and dinner. They went out for dinner, allegedly, too. And there was unconditional love. No, it wasn't no unconditional love with this situation. This person said, leave me alone, but this person didn't leave this person alone like they thought. But the dog angel was around this person, was watching out for this person. Someone named Chaplin could have been involved. There was a karmic grandpa was involved in this too. A karmic grandpa, and they had a skin infection, allegedly. Me, not a doctor, but somebody had a skin infection. Someone named Drake. If someone would make you high before they take you out. It was a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. Someone named Drake could have been involved in this murder, allegedly. Someone made somebody hide. Someone wished this person to be gone, allegedly. This was a Capricorn. See, and also people are paying others to hurt you, fighting everyone. Watch out. They were fighting people, arguing with people, and just getting stuff started to get you taken out, allegedly. What else happened to Hannah Moody? So somebody thought somebody was in love with them, and they really wasn't. What else? What ending happened to Hannah Moody? What else happened? Okay, somebody could have been 24 years old. Something about the lawyer worked for the underworld that they was going against. It says, you let them people hurt me in the past. She said, you let them people hurt me. This underworld lawyer or something let somebody hurt them. What else went down? Allegedly, this goes all over the place. What else is going down? What else is going down? It's so hard in these streets, but I had to keep going, period. Somebody had to learn to keep going. It was so hard in these streets. What else I need to know about Hannah Moody? Okay. I am to my parents and my grandpa, and somebody took somebody out in the past. They knew a teenager. Watch out for a shooting, allegedly. Something about they were projecting bad ideas on this person. Here's some names that could be involved in it also, allegedly. Take what you can and leave the rest. It's a grain of salt. Don't make it your story. Someone named Mark could have had something to do with it in the past. Someone said there was 3 deaths in the past. They had something to do with this for these new beginnings. 801. See, someone sold your soul to the underworld. They sold their soul to the underworld. So somebody they sold their soul. They didn't know how to be careful. Somebody since 14 or 15 years old, this person had a heart problem, allegedly. Somebody had a heart condition. What else? Okay, somebody named Madeline could be involved, allegedly. Black magic they were doing on somebody. They needed to watch out. Somebody named Christopher in the past had something to do with it, allegedly. There was disappointment in an affair that went on. CPS was lying on someone, allegedly, and this person didn't get no high honors. I don't like my parents' facts in Massachusetts. They were left behind. Somebody was left behind back in November. Somebody could have been a KILLER. So you paid someone to take somebody out. Somebody paid someone to do this M on this person. They paid an M on this person. Somebody 1989 could be involved.